Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally trying Chilean food. I have gotten so many requests to try food from Chile, and I've really been wanting to, but I've had so many other requests that I've been trying to get to and other videos that I've been doing. And so finally today I decided to make some food from Chile, and there are lots of different cuisines within Chile. You may know some of these dishes, or you may know them in a different form. You may eat it a different way. It's different in different areas, so just kind of throwing that out there as a disclaimer, just so I don't offend any of you with how I made it or how I eat it. I will link all of the recipes that I followed down below. I just veganized them all, and I'm just so keen to try everything. So here we have pastel de chocolo. It kind of reminds me of shepherd's pie, except the top layer is made with corn instead of mashed potatoes. So it's a beef base, and then you can add things into or in between the layers, but I decided to just keep it plain and simple and do nothing. And then the top layer is like a corn mash, basically. Then I have some empanadas. I'm so excited. I made some beef empanadas, and then I just filled some of them with chocolate for some sweet empanadas. And then I actually also made some sopapillas, and basically these are just fried dough. And then I also have some syrup and powdered sugar to have on them, because I've seen some pictures that have powdered sugar and syrup on the sopapillas, and I think it's really cool because Chile's Independence Day was on September 18th and 19th, I believe, so we're celebrating today, and I'm, like I said, super excited. And I also don't have anything to talk about today because I just wanted to enjoy the food. Without further ado, let's dig in, and I'm just so interested to see how these empanadas turned out, so let's try one. So this is the beef empanada. Whoa. Super soft. Wow. Mmm. So the recipe that I followed called for pie crust for the dough, and so it's super flaky and actually kind of sweet, but it's a really good balance with the filling because it's kind of spicy and savory. These are very delicious. Alright, I'm going to try one of the chocolate ones now. I've seen a lot of empanadas filled with Nutella, so that's why I decided to try chocolate. Or else I probably would have done like a pumpkin filling or something. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie, but I love pumpkin cookies. And I'm not a huge fan of like apple fillings, but that probably would have been good in here too. Alright, before I dig into the pastel de chocolo, I really want to try these sopapillas. So let me just put those here. I made a little baby one too. Alright, let's start with the syrup. And then some powdered sugar. Alright, let's start with the baby sopapilla. Whoa! It's empty. That's good. Very simple. Very light as well. Watch this. Fill it with the syrup. Not all the way, but... These kind of remind me, I don't know if you guys have ever had German pancakes, but they're like a super eggy pancake that you bake in a pan. My mom used to make them all the time. Well, she still does, but I used to eat them all the time before I was vegan. These kind of remind me of that, but without the egginess, which I'm totally here for because I hated the egginess to them. So these are bomb. The dough is super soft and light. I thought it was going to be really dense, but it's really light. Yum. I think those are my favorite so far. Okay, now for this pastel de chocolo. I'm so interested to see how this is. I also put a little sprinkling of sugar on top to help caramelize it. I don't know if it did much, but... Whoa. So for the beef layer, I used Morningstar's crumbles, or their griller crumbles. And then I just followed the recipe from there. I'm pretty sure everything else is already vegan. There's the recipe calls for the beef portion, it calls for broth. So I used vegan chicken broth or bouillon. This is very good. It's very soft, super flavorful, and I don't even notice the sugar on top. I almost didn't make the sopapillas, but I'm so glad I did because I think they're my favorite. Just the perfect balance of everything. They're so simple, but they're so good. More sopapillas, please. I hope you guys are all doing well. I love responding and replying to your comments. You guys are so fun to talk to. These turned out so beautiful. I just love that they all are like little pillows. They're so cute. And the edges are pretty crispy too, but it's still so soft. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys have to try these. They're super easy as well. No yeast. It's just dough, baking powder. I use vegan butter, salt, and water. Very easy. Alright. I'm going to save this last empanada for my family, but I'll have these two because these are both really good and I want them, but I want my family to try at least one. I don't need... What? I don't know if you guys have ever had chicken pockets, but they were these chicken filled dough balls that my grandma used to make all the time before I was vegan. And the outside of this, or the dough, reminds me of that. It's a throwback, man. I'm going to save that for my very last bite. Thank you guys so much for requesting Chilean food. This is really, really good. And you know me, I love trying new food. It's just so good and so unique. Like, everywhere has so many different types of dishes and ways of eating. And I just find it so interesting. Silence is golden, by the way. last bite of this, and then I'll finish off with the chocolate empanada. Alright, last bite, guys. Alright, you guys, that is the end of today's mukbang. I'm sorry I didn't talk more. I was just so into this food. It was so delicious and so unique, and I just very much enjoyed myself. So thank you guys so much for your requests and recommendations. I promise I'm trying to get to all of them. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you want to see more. And don't forget to subscribe. By the way, it's free. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.